Hi guys, welcome to Chefchaouen in Morocco. I've been here the last 2.5 days now. Quite a lot of things have happened, so I'll try to see what I can remember and tell you guys. But so I was last in that beach outside of Asila, sitting right, and from there I took a shared taxi to Tetuan, and from there I took a bus to where I am now, Chefchaouen, more or less. Anyways, that was always interesting. Like here, everything's so different. So the bus was super cheap. The exchange rate right now is about like 10 dirham to $1. So it was about 20 dirham for the bus, which was like an hour and a half ride. So about $2, €2, super cheap. It's always confusing when you can't speak the language. Most people here, they actually grow up, besides speaking Arabic, speaking French. They learn that when they're really young. And anyways, so some people speak that. There's also actually a lot of people that speak Spanish because there's a big connection with Spain. There's a lot of history. I don't know all the details, but like the territory, the Spanish have been over here, etc. Too much details to go into that, but I've actually been speaking a lot of Spanish here. So anyways, luckily there was this like nice old man that helped me like make sure I got on the right bus and just was with me the whole time and helped me get a taxi, all those kind of things. So it's always nice finding people like that even when they don't like hardly speak the language or anything. He spoke some Spanish, so I'm really happy that I speak Spanish being here, which I didn't expect at all to happen. So the first day I got in, after I finally got in, ended up going with some people to this hotel where they have like a nice patio terrace and just had like food and drinks there. Has lots of nice views from there, and then later went up at night. There's this mosque like on the top of the hill where you can get a great view of the city. And then I think I might have mentioned it before, but anyways, if you can see behind me, the city's known for being the blue city. So there's blue buildings painted all over the town. And what I heard, this was actually from when the Jewish were here many years ago, that they had painted everything blue. So there's been a lot of influences here from the past. But anyways, I'm seeing like the blend of everything. So then yesterday, like kind of went around the city a bit. Went to this museum where you can go up the tower, learn a little bit about the history, and then also went by the river and had some tagine, which I think I had mentioned that to you before. Typical dish here, they use a clay pot to cook the food in. And then went to this other place, had some fresh squeezed orange juice. So it was like mostly hanging out, going to different spots, just relaxing mostly. And then anyways, to like a friend of a friend kind of thing, ended up going out to the countryside outside of the city. And anyways, like literally like farmland. Went to these people's home, not really home, it's like their country house that they use when they're farming out there. And so they grow a bunch of weed actually out there in the farms. So Chefchaouen is known for three things. One is that it has really fresh water. They get water from the mountain here, and so you can drink the water. And I'm told this is like the only place in Morocco where you can do that. Otherwise, you would have to buy it normally. But here, you can drink just water from like the sink. Then they're also known for, in addition to that, hashish. So they grow weed, like a lot of weed here. And it's interesting because like the government knows this is happening and they allow it, yet you can still get in trouble for having it. It's not actually legal. Anyways, so there's definitely like corruption there, I've heard, going on, etc. Police are corrupt, whatever. You still wouldn't want to get caught smoking it, but they grow it like all over. So that, and then they're also known for sheep wool. They make a lot of things with sheep wool. So anyways, it's known for those three things in addition to being blue everywhere. So that was really interesting. It was nice to get away from the city. There's like a lot of people in the city, really hot. And again, it's, just like totally different worlds. So it's just different to say the least. And it's nice to get away from the city and like a little more calm and relaxing. So there, I'm trying to think, like, okay. So anyways, we're hanging out pretty much by this little like hut kind of thing again. There's sheep in there. Having some more like local food and things. We had some sunflowers that were like fresh from the actual sunflower, the seeds, and everything they grew there was fresh. So cucumbers, and had fruit, and made some more Moroccan tea. The tea here I love. They picked like the fresh mint that they use for the tea. You can probably hear that now. So if you didn't already know, they pray here 5 times a day, the people that are religious. And so you hear this like all throughout the day. Hopefully you can still hear me talking now. I actually woke up to this the other morning because the first one's like really early in the morning. I forget what time, 4 a.m., 6 a.m., something like that. Anyways, I'll continue. Hopefully you guys can still hear. So the experience in the countryside was really interesting. With local people, they didn't speak much aside from Arabic, a little bit of Spanish maybe. But anyways, that was a cool experience. We ended up staying the night there, and then the next day kind of walked around like the farmland some more, met some more locals, and like, you know, they invited us to come relax in the shade, made some tea for us and things like that. So anyways, that was a nice little escape from the city. I really hope you guys can still hear what I'm saying. Anyways, so having some local food and tea and stuff like that, that was cool. And really, I've just been there today and came back and trying to plan, you know, like next steps, of course. Planning on going to Fez tomorrow, but need to figure that out. There's so many other things like I've learned and found out whatever since getting here, but I'm probably already running out of time because I don't want to keep you guys too long. Let me show you the views, and then as usual I'll fill you guys in if there's some more things to share. So you can see like the mountains are there, and the hillside's really pretty with all the blue buildings. It goes like all the way back, and actually I can show you down here. So if you look down there, you can see that like all the walkways and stuff are blue. It's like that everywhere. Alright, so I'm gonna leave you guys with that because there's a lot more I could share, but anyways, it's already been a while. So I'll keep you guys posted and probably, hopefully, talk to you guys in a couple days from Fez. Bye.